George, Granddad here. Got some stuff to tell you. Something about George. Here we go. Are you ready? Oh dear, never mind. George is just 1 year old, rather cute, and lives in Coventry with his mummy and daddy. His daddy is rather big and strong. He's the local cowboy builder and very popular in Coventry, as he's always very busy. He sometimes has a bad back, and when it's sore, Mummy ties him to this machine thingy and turns Daddy upside down. George doesn't understand what it does, but Daddy seems to really like it. Mummy is a very pretty lady and always looks nice. She never wears tracky bottoms, scruffy clothes, or has greasy hair. Well, not on her chest. Sometimes she takes a long time in the bathroom getting ready. George has to pretend he's still asleep until she's finished. But as she always looks so nice, George thinks it's well worth the wait. Daddy loves to cook, which is just as well, as Mummy doesn't. And George often thinks he would starve without Daddy. Even when Nanny comes to visit, she can't get Daddy's egg sandwiches right, even though she used to make them when he was little. George does find this very baffling. Mummy says George is getting more and more fussy with his food, just like Daddy. But George doesn't seem to see it like that. He feels he's just developing his taste buds. He won't open his mouth for any of that awful stuff they still try to feed him. The same stuff he ate when he was really small, just out of pure hunger. George is trying to learn to talk and use the telephone so that he can ring his grandma, who helps look after him during the day, and ask her to buy him some nice things to eat. If that fails, he'll be able to ring his nanny and Granddad in Kent to bring up more supplies. When they have sunny days, and sometimes even when it's raining, Daddy likes to use his barbecue. It's huge and lives in the back garden, which is just as well, as it wouldn't be able to fit in the kitchen. Daddy likes to cook sausages and burgers on the barbecue. George is hoping now he has lots of teeth, he'll be able to try some. They have the nice barbecued food and he always gets sent to bed. Friday nights are very special in George's house, as Daddy gets huge portions of fish and chips at the local chippy. Once, Nanny and Granddad came up on a Saturday to have this fantastic fish and chip treat, but somehow it went all wrong. And the fish and chips were only George-sized portions. Not that George saw any of them, as he'd been put to bed early. Poor old George. George was about to see all the excitement at Christmas when Mummy nearly burnt the house down. He wasn't too sure where all the soot and black came from that hung on the big cobwebs in the downstairs toilet. Something about a cheap candle. Poor Nanny got the blame, and she didn't even buy the candle. Parents are such strange, strange things. Talking of strange, Daddy had Superman PJs from Santa, and would he take them off? No chance. He kept pretending he could fly. Embarrassing or what? It took Mummy a whole week to get them off Daddy, just to wash them. Phew! George so does not want to catch any more nasty things, as when he caught the chicken pox, his Mummy and Daddy drove him nuts. When George was poorly, he so didn't want to eat. He just didn't feel like it. Would Mum and Dad leave him in peace? No chance. They invented this stupid game, pretending the spoon was full of food was an aeroplane, and George was supposed to laugh, open his mouth, and then they would pop the food in. George felt so sorry for them that he'd play along. He wanted to get his meals out of the way as quickly as possible, just in case any of his friends called. Then his street cred would be really down to zero. Often, George just looks at his Mummy and Daddy and smiles and laughs, because despite all their faults, he loves them to bits. He's so glad it's him that has to put up with them and not another little boy, who perhaps wouldn't understand them as well as he does. Ah. Well, George, where have you gone? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Hope you've liked what Nanny wrote for you again. We will see you when we see you, and not before. Be a good boy. Nah. Oh, sorry, gotta go.